Welcome everyone. Today we'll be discussing Python functions. We will cover what functions are, why they are important, how to define and use them, and some advanced topics like higher order functions. Okay? So by the end of this session, you will be comfortable writing and using functions in Python. Okay? First thing, introduction to functions. So, what is a function? A block of code that performs a specific task. Okay, like any kind of task, like whatever work you do at home, that is again a function. Okay, it helps in code reusability and modularity. Okay, now what are the different types of functions? You have built-in functions and you have user-defined functions. Built-in functions mean which are already created by somebody in Python. Okay, and we are simply using them directly. What are user-defined functions? User-defined functions are the one which will be creating. The user will create by giving their own name, and the functionality also will be written by the user itself. Okay, so functions are reusable pieces of code that allows us to avoid repetition and improve program structure. Python has many built-in functions like print, len, type, but we can also create our own functions, as I told you, to perform customized tasks. Okay, why use functions? Now what is the use? First thing, avoids code repetition. Okay, so you don't have to write the same code again and again. You just create that function once and then you can use it multiple times. Okay, it makes program more readable. It is easier to debug and maintain, so you can easily go through the code and understand if there is some problem. Okay, and it enables code reuse and better organization. So without function we would have to write the same code multiple times, which is not a good thing, right? So functions allow us to define a task once and reuse it as needed. Okay, so this makes our code easier. Next, defining a function. So to create a function, what do? We use the def keyword followed by the function name and parenthesis. Okay. Now inside the function, we write the logic, and if needed, we can return a value using the return keyword. Okay. So here you can see the example. It defines a simple function that returns a message, a greeting message. Like see over here, what we are doing, we are using a def keyword, def. Def means definition. Okay, so how do you write the syntax? Yes, def and then function name. Now this function name can be anything. Okay, then in the bracket you will write the parameters. Okay, then here what you are doing here is you are putting a comment, and then next line what you will be doing, you will write the code for that function, and at the end you will write the return function which will return the value. Okay, next example you can see here for the syntax is def greet. Greet means you are creating a function name greet. Okay, and in the bracket parameter you are giving as name, and then what it is returning, hello, and then the name. So suppose name is Komal or Kanchan or anything, it will return it. Okay, now calling a function. So once a function is defined, we can call it by using its name followed by parenthesis. Now if the function requires parameters, we'll pass the values arguments when calling it. Okay, and the order of arguments matters unless we use the named arguments. Okay, let us go ahead. Function arguments. Okay, so you can see over here Python function allow different types of arguments. You can see positional argument, it must be passed in an order, so the order really matters. Okay, second comes your keyword arguments. Okay, so use named parameters. Okay, next come default arguments. Okay, so they have predefined values. Okay, then come variable length arguments. So for flexibility, we can use ARGS and KWARGS for multiple keyword arguments. Okay. Let us go ahead. Return statement. So functions can return values which can be stored in variables or used in further computations. Okay. So unlike print, which only displays output, return allows data to be passed back. Okay. The example function add two numbers and returns the sum. You can see that you have created a function add, and in the bracket you have passed the parameters a comma b, and the result is passed by return function a plus b. Okay. Next, Python supports higher order functions. Now what do you mean by that? Functions can take functions as arguments. Like for example, you can see we have map function, you have filter, you have reduce. Okay. So map function which applies a function to all the elements in the list. Okay. Filter which filters the element based on a condition. Okay. And what about reduce, which accumulates the values. Okay. Here you can see in the example we have created a list 1 2 3 4, and then we are want to generate the squared of it. So on this list I'm using the map function. Okay. Yes. Then comes recursion in Python. So recursion occurs when a function calls itself. It is useful for solving problems that can be broken into smaller subproblems, like computing the factorial of a number, okay, or generating some Fibonacci sequence. Okay. So recursion should be used with caution to avoid infinite loops. That thing you have to keep in your mind. So here you can see we have created a function as an example for creating a factorial. Okay. So this is how you can do it. Let us go ahead. Let us summarize. So to summarize, functions are an essential part of Python programming. They allow us to write reusable, modular, and readable code. We have explored different types of arguments, return values, higher order functions, and recursion. Mastering functions will make you a more efficient Python programmer.